It's hard to see your mom like cry every single day.
DeMario Jackson opens up about the Bachelor in Paradise scandal in a brand new interview. Plus, we're breaking down last night's Bachelorette drama live.
He said that you have a dark side and that you pulled him out of a van.
A new book claims Princess Diana made threatening phone calls to Camilla.
And is Brad Pitt dating? We've got updates.
Real-life superhero.
Ryan Reynolds reveals how he once saved his nephew's life.
And we've got the moment Teen Mom OG's Amber Portwood finds out the results of her fiance's polygraph test.
Plus, happy birthday to Khloe Kardashian.
I'm gonna be so much more like inspirational than Mom could ever be. Mom would try to jump in your photos.
Yeah.
And like be like, Troy, look at me.
All right, happy Tuesday, People.com and Facebook Live. So much to get to today. Starting off with a big ol' happy birthday to Khloe Kardashian. The reality star turns 33 today. So our Facebook question of the day is, what's your favorite thing about Khloe Kardashian? Let us know in the comments below. But first, here's what you need to know and what's trending. Watch this.
It's hard to see your mom like cry every single day. It was very difficult. My grandmother and my aunts.
DeMario Jackson is tearfully opening up about the Bachelor in Paradise scandal that shut down production of season 4 of the hit ABC show 2 weeks ago. The 30-year-old tells E! News, "That night was probably the wildest night of my entire life. Like, we went for it." Jackson found himself at the center of a scandal after 2 producers voiced their concerns about a sexual encounter between him and fellow castmate Corinne Olympios. Discussing the night of the incident, DeMario claims that as things got a bit hot and heavy, Corinne suggested the 2 head to the pool, and he tells E! News, when you're a man, mostly African-American man, no matter where you're at, you always look for things that can help you out. And at that moment, I made sure that the cameras followed us. It just seemed too perfect in a sense for me. At that point, that's when my spidey senses got up. DeMario says that at first, they were just kissing, rubbing, and touching in the pool, but he went on to say, things got wild because it was more of like her being like the aggressor, which was like sexy because you have like a very attractive girl who's like telling you like what she wants. It's like a very like, wow, okay, this is hot, I like it. According to DeMario, he and Corinne were naked the second they got in the pool, and he says Corinne never appeared drunk to him. A spokesperson for Olympios had no comment, and a rep for Warner Brothers did not immediately respond to People's request for comment. Stay on People.com for more on this story as it develops. And coming up, we'll have more Bachelor coverage when Caila, Quinn, and Brandi Cyrus help me break down the latest Bachelorette episode live. All right, moving on to this. Ahead of the release of a new biography about Camilla, the Duchess of Cornwall, new details have emerged of threatening phone calls Princess Diana allegedly made to her while still married to Prince Charles. In a new excerpt from the book, The Duchess, The Untold Story, posted on the Daily Mail, biographer Penny Junor writes that Camilla received several threatening and unnerving phone calls from Diana in the middle of the night. Junor claims Diana would say things like, "I've sent someone to kill you. They're outside in the garden. Look out of the window. Can you see them?" The book also details Camilla broke Prince Charles's heart when she decided to marry ex-boyfriend Andrew Parker Bowles in 1973. Although Camilla and Charles had met 2 years prior and fallen in love, she was not deemed, quote, sufficiently aristocratic to be the future king's wife. She was also not a virgin, which was then considered a prerequisite by Charles's great-uncle and close advisor. Camilla's relationship with Charles has long been a topic of discussion, with many Princess Diana supporters and Diana herself blaming Camilla for the pair's strained relationship. Charles separated from Diana in 1992, and the pair officially divorced in 1996. Despite the scandal surrounding their affair, especially after the death of Diana in 1997, Charles and Camilla eventually got married in 2005. Well, some sad news today. UK singer Charlotte Church has lost her baby. A statement posted to the star's Twitter announced on Monday, reading, "Charlotte and musician Johnny Powell are very sad to announce that they lost their baby. Now is a time for grieving and being together as a family. We kindly ask everyone to respect that peace." The baby, due in November, would have been 31-year-old Church's 3rd child. She shares 9-year-old Ruby and 8-year-old Dexter with ex Gavin Henson. In a May interview with The Guardian, Church opened up about the pregnancy, saying she felt brilliant about growing her family, saying it's, quote, great and lovely, adding that her pregnancy, quote, feels very different this time around when compared to first becoming a mother at 21. Now switching gears to this. Take a look.
Did you make any sexual advances toward
On that question, Matt answered no, but he did not pass that question.
So what does that mean?
You made sexual advances.
Yikes. Looks like Amber Portwood is getting some answers, but they might not be what she wants to hear. On Monday's episode of Teen Mom OG, Portwood had fiancé Matt Beyer undergo a polygraph test after she had doubts that he remained faithful to her since rumors swirled that he had tried to sleep with someone else. Beyer passed the test when it came to questions about whether he had sexual relations or communications with other women, but when it came to sexual advances to someone they know, he failed. Beyer later attempted to reach out to Portwood outside of the exam facility, but she resisted, calling him, quote, trash. After the fight, devastated Portwood questioned how she would explain the situation to her daughter Leah, who considered and called Beyer her stepfather. Portwood saying, quote, what is she going to say to me? I wasted 7 years of my life with a man, then I wasted 3 years of my life, my teenage years and my 20s. Is it me? We'll stay tuned for more Teen Mom OG drama next Monday. Hello, good morning. I know, lots of drama there.
Yes, lots of drama there.
I know. Well, let's check in with Facebook Live. In honor of Khloe Kardashian's birthday, we wanted to know what's your favorite thing about Khloe.
All right, so Abigail says she loves Khloe's hair. She does have great hair.
She does have great hair, especially right there in that slicked back look.
Yes.
Pamela says Khloe is real and is my favorite Kardashian.
And Darlene says, I love Khloe. Happy birthday.
Pillian says her sarcasm remarks, so hilarious, so Khloe.
Yes, Coco. I can't believe she's 33. That's incredible.
I know. She looks great. I like her revenge body. That's my favorite part about her. Her banging body.
Yes.
All right, keep those Facebook comments coming in. We'll check in with you soon again. But first, Mako, you have even more trending news for us.
I sure do, Andrea. We've got an update on a certain Hollywood hunk's love life this morning in Star Treks. Ladies, listen up. It looks like Brad Pitt is still single. A source close to the World War Z actor is shooting down reports about 2 of his supposed flames. A rumor had been circulating that Pitt was cozying up to former supermodel Elle Macpherson on a date in Hollywood. But the source tells people not true, since he wasn't in the country when the, quote, date took place. The source also put the kibosh on another report that the 53-year-old actor is dating Sienna Miller, who starred in the Pitt-produced thriller Lost City of Z. Miller shot down similar reports back in April after she and Pitt were spotted at a cast dinner together in Los Angeles following the movie's premiere. However, this past weekend, the two were spotted at the UK Glastonbury Music Festival, but they were part of a larger group, which included fellow A-lister and mutual friend Bradley Cooper. Of course, Brad hasn't stayed completely out of the dating game. An insider previously revealing to people that the star has been dating quite a bit, but it's, quote, not anything serious. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Moving on to this. Looks like musician Pharrell Williams has been keeping himself pretty busy these days. During an appearance on Monday night's Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, the 44-year-old gushed over his multitasking parenting skills, revealing that raising 6-month-old triplets is very similar to working machinery. He tells Jimmy, quote, it's a full-on assembly line. All of them are fine and healthy. They harmonize when they cry. When one cries, 2 cry, then 3 cry. Chain reaction is a real thing at our house. The Despicable Me 3 composer even showed off his go-to baby routine for the cameras, and the Tonight Show tweeted out this hilarious gif of Pharrell working those assembly line fathering skills. I gotta say, I'm officially impressed. Despicable Me 3 hits theaters June 30th. Now moving on from one dedicated dad to the next. Looks like Ryan Reynolds might be a real-life superhero after all. The 40-year-old dad to 2-year-old James and another 9-month-old daughter revealed a crazy real-life story on Instagram, writing, quote, years ago, I took a CPR course through the Red Cross, and holy bleep, I ended up saving my nephew's life because I knew what to do. True story. Yesterday, I took a refresher course focusing on infant and toddler CPR. It only takes a few hours, and it's also kind of sort of fun. Thank you to Dan from Viva First Aid for the lesson, and his wife Blake Lively quickly followed suit, urging parents to enroll in CPR courses for all ages, writing, quote, for those of you who haven't done it, you will love it. It's so helpful by giving you knowledge, some peace of mind, some tools, and some peace of mind. All right. From babies, we're moving on to birthdays. Today marks Khloe Kardashian's 33rd birthday. The Keeping Up with the Kardashian star is known for her epic one-liners. So, in honor of our girl's big day, we put together some of her epic comebacks with the K, of course. Take a look.
Will you confirm or deny something for me, darling?
Yes.
Do you have a stick up your ass?
No, I'm not okay. I need a
Xanax, I need something. This is bull. Her hair. Oh my God, her wig. She got so close to it. Did it fall off? It's right there in the water. Do you see it? Oh my God.
Honestly, God works in mysterious ways because that wig did not do her any justice. This is a sign from above.
You don't show up, and Courtney said you didn't come home the night before. What was that all about?
Who cares?
Explain that.
I was at a boy's house. Why do you care?
A boy's house?
I'm gonna be so much more like inspirational than Mom could ever be. Mom would try to jump in your photos.
Yeah.
And like be like, Troy, look at me. Like,
I really thrived when you were fat and pregnant. They compared you to a whale. I think the weirdest part is that Courtney doesn't think anything is going to happen. Like, she's just like, nope, we're just going for our birthday.
Courtney used to throw up on me all the time.
Duh, she was a baby. Courtney's going to go, excuse me, will you just pick up your bottle and eat? What do you need me to help you for? Oh my God, baby, what is this doing for you? I mean, does it really help, your tears? Like, what do these tears mean?
You have some nerve. How many times have I had to take care of your sloppy man?
Gotta love that, Khloe. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
Stay with us. Lee is continuing to cause problems in the latest episode of The Bachelorette. We are breaking it all down. Plus, we have the stars of TV Land's Younger live in studio, spilling all the juicy details about Wednesday's Season 4 premiere. You don't want to miss it.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
I need to make a clean break from Liza and her entire world, okay? I mean, I'm sure you know by now what's going on with us.
Josh.
Yeah.
I know everything.
Uh-oh, it seems like some drama may be brewing on this Wednesday's Season 4 premiere of Younger. The show is our Toyota People pick of the day. And last season ended with a whole lot of question marks after Liza revealed her true age to Hilary Duff's character Kelsey, and after Liza was caught kissing her boss, leaving boyfriend Josh in the dust just as he was about to propose. So many open ends. And joining us now to break it all down are Younger stars Miriam Shor, Molly Bernard, and Nico Tortorella. Thank you guys for being here. I feel like this is a reunion. I've met all of you before, and now we're all just hanging out. It's great. How are you guys doing?
Doing well. Excited.
There's so much to get to. Really excited about the season premiere. A lot going on with your character. You're about to propose. He's obviously brokenhearted after catching Liza kiss Charles. Do you personally hope there is hope for Josh and Liza to get back together?
Not right now, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm okay to see this play out a little bit. I think that they have been through the ringer, and you know, he's heartbroken at this point. I think we need to see Josh like expand a little.
Maybe explore other options.
Yeah.
Maybe explore, you know,
maybe
go to the office and meet up with Diana. It's a thought. It's a thought.
Speaking of Diana,
planting that seed for the writer.
Yeah. Speaking of Diana, you play Liza's boss. She still has no idea that Liza's actually in her 40s, not her late 20s. Sutton Foster recently said she thinks when your character finds out, she's going to say that she knew it all along. Do you agree with that?
I would love that. Here's what I would love. I would love for her to be like, whatever you got to do the job, my friend. That's what I had to do to get up this corporate ladder. Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll go get my coffee. Yeah. I feel like that would be her, you know, her MO. I mean, because she could kind of go all Oprah in a million little pieces, and like, you know, when Oprah's wronged, it's terrifying. It could be that. But I like the idea of her being like, underneath understanding what a woman has to do to get ahead in the work, you know, environment. So
yeah, I could see it going either way.
I know
she's so crazy. I love it.
Yeah.
But more importantly, how do you think she'll react if she finds out about Charles and Liza's kiss?
That's different. That's a totally different. That goes to the heart, and the heart does not use the brain when it reacts. It just reacts. So I could see I could see interesting things happening.
Yeah, I can't wait.
I know.
Molly, you play Kelsey's best friend Lauren. Even those besties are now having some issues after Lauren's boyfriend moved in with her, essentially kicking Kelsey out. How are we going to see that relationship move on in this next season?
You know, they're best friends, and so every relationship has, and friendship has its ups and downs. But I'm happy to report that it doesn't last long, and they quickly recover. And how it's there's a cute moment where Lauren asks for Kelsey's forgiveness, and it's really sweet.
Yeah, I mean, we've all had those issues where I have like problems with friends, so it's best when we like always make up. The cast obviously seems very close, so I have to know, like Nico, who's the one that is the ringleader for going out grabbing drinks in Brooklyn after a long day of shooting?
Oh, that's
do that?
me.
Yeah,
It's you?
sure,
No.
take it.
No.
I don't know, really. Yeah, I don't drink.
Oh yeah, you don't
so,
drink, that's right. But like hanging out though.
Yeah, you maybe? Hillary?
I love to hang out. And
Yeah.
Hillary is the ringleader for going out and getting a drink
Yeah.
after.
She is.
Yes.
Okay.
She
likes to like relax. That's the way to do
really
it.
likes to like hang out after a long day and
Who
kind of,
doesn't?
like, have a sweet moment.
And Molly, I know you've talked about becoming really close with her. You know, you jumped right into Younger after being at Yale, and you know she's been in business for a while.
So smart. So smart.
So smart.
Sorry, it's just
Have you
that.
learned anything about the entertainment industry from her and working with her?
Oh my God, I've learned so much. One of the best things I've learned from Hillary is that when she meets someone new, she says their name back. So she says like, "Hi, I'm Hillary," and then you know the person will say, "Hi, I'm Jane," or "Hi, I'm Nico." "Hi, Nico. It's nice to meet you." And that helps her like remember who she met, A, and B, it makes the other person really feel seen. And I now try to do that whenever I meet someone new on set, and because there's so many people on set, and it's so important that everyone feels like seen and valued. And
we were literally talking about this morning on the drive over here. I was saying I do that because I have the worst retention. I'll be like, Nico, so nice. What's his name?
I know.
Nico.
Well, it's so hard.
It's
Especially
so
meeting
hard.
So many people.
Yes.
That's a very good tip.
Yeah.
It is a really good tip, and it's a sweet, like, that's her disposition. She's just the sweetest person.
So you did say she's
Friendly
the one
person.
that likes to go out for a drink after working. Was it hard with paparazzi or fans, or she managed to kind of figure out a way to not to be low key?
She's graceful.
Normal celebrity.
She's super graceful about all of that. I had to walk through Times Square with her the other day, and I was
Really?
like,
That's dangerous.
I was like, I'm about to have an aneurysm. She was like, you know, she's just graceful. She's just herself within that and graceful, and it's a little shocking.
Yeah.
She's a pro. I mean, she's been doing it forever. She's a pro.
She has a young son. I know you have 2 kids. Were there play dates on set? Did you bring the kids?
My
to set?
kids just came to set, and my older daughter Ruby was just in it. She was like, well, let me watch a rehearsal. Okay, let's do that again. Like, she was so in it. And my 4-year-old Iris was just eating food at Crafty, so that's how you know she's my daughter. And then afterwards, we're like, what's your favorite part? And Iris, the 4-year-old, was like, I like the fruit snacks. I was like, I mean, we do have a mean fruit snack at our Crafty. But, but I was like, yeah, that was your takeaway.
Yeah, I know that. Sutton Foster just adopted a baby girl in April. Did you guys get to meet her yet?
This is the smiliest. Well, imagine Sutton Foster being your mother. I was just thinking that Emily's every day must just see this. Just see Sutton smile, which is like the greatest smile ever. And that's her world. Like just seeing Sutton Foster smile at you every day.
Have you seen a change in Sutton since becoming a mom?
Yes. Oh my gosh.
It's so amazing, right? It's just like joy.
She's like more gooey.
Okay.
And Emily makes her so happy. Emily is this like amoeba, happy little chunk smile face. She's so cute, and she's a happy, happy baby.
Yeah.
We have a very baby, puppy-friendly set. We've
Yes.
got dogs
Babies
and
and
babies.
puppies. There's some babies.
Abound.
That's great.
Yeah.
And then I also read, Molly, you sent Sutton Foster a fan mail back in the day, early modern Millie. She actually responded.
She
now,
did.
when you showed up to set and met Sutton for the first time, did you tell her right away about this?
I told her the night that we shot the pilot, I told her when we wrapped, I was like, you know, I just have to say something. She was like, yeah? And I was like, well, I wrote you fan mail. I was 14, and I think you're incredible, and you wrote me back, and you told me to follow my dreams, and now I'm here. And she was like, she got a little emotional. She was like, wow, I'm so happy I wrote you back, first of all.
Yeah, that's amazing, though.
She's the sweetest.
It's a cool full circle moment for you, too.
It's wildly full circle.
Got to talk about this. Nico, you were recently on the cover of the New York Post Pride issue, opening up about your bisexuality. We talked about before on People Now, on our bullying special. Now, you've expressed concerns. You don't know how sometimes the entertainment industry or people are going to take this. Have you noticed a difference when it comes to casting or getting roles? Being so open now.
No, I mean, I think that we're living in a time where this conversation is just part of the zeitgeist. And it's important to just be yourself right now. And I think that I represent that even just a little bit.
I love that.
Yeah.
Congrats on the cover.
Thanks.
That's great.
Excited,
Yeah, what were your reactions when you saw Nico, his cover?
I mean,
I was like, he needs to go to the gym. I was like, why is he on this cover?
Yeah, like, what are those bumps on there? He should get those checked out. That right there, I don't have that. Someone should look at that.
All right, last thing, Miriam, you're in this week's People, talking about what you eat in a day. Do you remember doing this?
Yes.
It's pretty amazing. So let me name a few things. You eat your daughter's leftover chocolate bunny,
Always.
3 glasses of wine, pancakes. Okay, it's not fair. Is this real?
It's real. Yeah, no, look, I mean, I know how to eat healthy, right? Like, I think we all kind of know how, but it's not easy. Like, I love food, and I'm not gonna punish myself for eating it, because I feel like we shame ourselves for so many things. It's, if you love something and you know how to be healthy and you try to be healthy, but give yourself a break. Like, have some wine, have some chocolate, eat some pizza, eat a bagel. You live in New York, it's fine.
I love that.
That's how I feel. I don't want to give up something that gives me joy because of how other people view it. I feel like whatever's good for me. That said, you know, I could maybe take the stairs sometime.
No, you look fabulous. I love it. All right, thank you guys so much. Congrats on this next season, and you guys make sure to watch The Younger Season 4 premiere Wednesday at 10 p.m.
Yes!
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway, and Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
The director of the Book of Henry, Colin Trevorrow, also happens to be directing Star Wars Episode 9. I don't know if you heard about that, because I know that neither of you are fans of Star Wars at all. Any chance, I mean, okay, first of all, did you, as super fans, did you get him to divulge any secrets or anything that was so cool to learn about
Every day on set, I was like, hey Colin, I could be a baby Wookiee, I could be an Ewok, I could be a droid, I could be anything, really.
Yeah. Like, I'll do it, I'll be there.
And then
Guy in the background, right.
when he was doing Jurassic World, he invited me on set, so I got to look around. It was really cool.
Wow, very cool.
But and his friend was working on Star Wars, so I got to go into the Star Wars art department. Props where they kept all like the lightsabers and blasters.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not telling you the thing.
You're not gonna tell me about the new intro. Did your head explode when you walked in that room?
It
Like,
did.
oh my gosh.
I holded like things like small things to big things. It was awesome.
I could see both of you being young Jedis in the new Star Wars. Jaden?
I would be down for that.
Come on, Colin. Those two need to join the Star Wars universe. I mean, look at all of Jacob's posts about Star Wars on Instagram. Now, we'll hear more about the Stars Galaxy Far, Far Away obsession later on in the show, but Jacob is also co-starring in the upcoming movie Predator, which you might think is a little scary for a 10-year-old, but our very own Jeremy Parsons asked Jacob if he ever used that creepiness on set to scare off his co-star Olivia Munn. Watch.
Did Olivia Munn ever scare you, or did you ever scare her?
I scared her because Trevante was on set. He was like my best friend, and his character smokes, and there's his lighter. He has it. There's like the holder for the lighter, but you can take it out, so like it's like the lighter, but there's nothing in it. And so I went up to Olivia with the lighter, but there was like no fire's gonna come out because there was nothing inside it. And I flicked it in her face like here.
She has patience, a lot of patience, because that would be.
She got scared.
Scared/outraged, but luckily you're very adorable, so it made up for it.
Leslie Jones' headline-making night at Sunday's BET Awards took a turn for the worse after the star tweeted out about an unpleasant experience at a Los Angeles Ritz-Carlton hotel. The 49-year-old actress tweeted out to her 600,000 followers, writing, "Wow, was such a great night at the BET Awards, but then had the worst stay at Ritz-Carlton. Do not stay there. They don't like black people." Although Jones did not elaborate on the alleged incident, the fiery tweet prompted an immediate response from the hotel, who replied, "We're very sorry to hear this. We pride ourselves on providing excellent service to all. Please DM us and we'll look into this right away." Stay on people.com as this story develops.
I think that when it comes to Kenny and his view on the world, I just don't understand it. I don't understand the race card, but I got played, apparently. I don't respect that decision. I just don't.
Well, the Bachelorette headed to Norway on the kickoff to their two-night special, but the Lee drama followed the cast right across the ocean. Joining us to break down all the drama is season 20 Bachelor cast member Caila Quinn, and Skyping in from Nashville, Cyrus versus Cyrus star Brandi Cyrus. Welcome, ladies.
Thanks so much for having
us.
Hey, guys.
Hello. Okay, so before Rachel and the guys headed to Europe, she had one more one-on-one date with stateside with fellow Dallas attorney Jack Stone. And while Rachel and Jack do have a lot in common, that didn't really translate to chemistry. Watch this.
If you could take me away right now to Dallas, what would we do? Where would you take me?
So this is gonna sound really cheesy, but first off, I'd lock the door. Like, I would push everything out and I would just sit down and hang out and just lay in bed and hang out. Honestly, I think that's the best way to just chill.
It's so awkward, and Rachel sent Jack home moments after that. Brandi, were you surprised this date went so poorly?
I'm not. And I mean, you guys have watched Jack like low-key the whole season. Is anyone really shocked this date went awkwardly? He's been awkward the whole time.
I guess I haven't seen that much of him, and I thought maybe it was going to be okay. Caila, what did you think of Jack in this whole thing?
I felt Jack, like, he dropped a muscle early in the date, and that's not the only thing that fell flat. This poor guy, he just was so nervous that he just kept having word vomit. And it was like, why do you need to push everything out of the room and lock her in? I don't know.
It was like too much. I kind of loved it, though. It was just a disaster. Rachel skipped the cocktail party after that, and then sent Iggy and Jonathan home after that, so rest in peace, Tickle Monster. Then the show headed to Norway, where Rachel and Brian, the chiropractor, took things to the next level. Watch this. Oh, we're having a technical difficulty. But you guys remember they went scaling down?
Yes, it was very, you know, what I thought about this was it's so funny because when you're the Bachelorette, you always save special dates for someone who's really important to you, who you want to share that memory with. Like if you remember Nick, he took Vanessa up into space, which was very unique. So he was saving that for her. So I felt like she was saving this for Brian. So I think he's a front runner for me.
Now, but Caila, were you concerned or worried for him that he dropped the L word so early?
I was worried, yes. I feel like they've only known each other a couple weeks. They've only spent a couple hours together at this point, so a little aggressive, Brian.
Brandi, Rachel and Brian have so much chemistry, so you can just see it. Should we cancel the season now? These two can just get married.
I don't think so, because I think Peter is also a front runner.
Okay.
Yeah, Brandi.
I do like Brian. I think I said that on one of the first weeks. And Caila, I feel like you and Olivia were like, "No, I don't like Brian." So I feel like you guys were hating on him a little bit. But I've actually backtracked a tad. Like I was obsessed with Brian in the beginning, and now I agree with Rachel. He's too charming. It's like it's just not. There's something about him that's not genuine, and I want to believe him when he says all these things. But everything he delivers is a line, and I don't know. And Peter to me is much more genuine, and I think Rachel has just as much, if not more, chemistry with Peter.
Wait, Brandi, don't you think that when you fall in love with somebody, you want to know their faults so that you can accept them, right? She doesn't know any of his faults, so she's like, she can't get over that, I think. She keeps asking him that.
I know. It'll be interesting to see if we can kind of dig into him a little more. Sparks also flew on Rachel's group date, which conveniently included every guy left except Kenny and Lee. After a rousing game of handball with amazing uniforms, Rachel got to spend some alone time with each of the guys, leading to this moment with Peter.
I just want to keep kissing him.
Well, do it.
I can't. No.
Why can't you?
Because we have so much ground to cover.
Do you want to cover it in the hot tub?
Let's do it.
There's no denying that there's a connection there that is not typical. Definitely not in my life. super bummed if I don't get that rose tonight.
He's Brandi, it's your guy Peter. After Rachel and Peter finally returned to the group, the rest of the guys were visibly annoyed. Caila, one of the guys said that they were gone for 3.5 hours. Is this normal for a group date for someone to be gone for so long?
It is normal for someone to disappear. You just have to take it. What can you do?
Brandi, despite the hot tub action, Rachel passed over Peter and gave the group date rose to Will. So were you surprised by that?
No, because I think Rachel's smart enough to know, like, you can't show one guy that much attention and give him the rose on a group date without putting him in the line of fire with the other guys. And I don't know, I feel like she didn't want to do that to Peter, and I think that she wanted to validate Will because she hadn't yet. And even though she had that great time with Peter, I think that she had a good enough time with Will, who she doesn't know as well, to give him that rose.
Brandi's looking at it a very strategic side. Let's watch some of Will's alone time with Rachel quick.
I think Will is very handsome. He's optimistic, he's happy, and I'm always laughing and smiling with him. Tonight, I saw a different side of Will, and I liked it. He was vulnerable, he was open, and I felt like that took our relationship to a deeper level.
Caila, do you think that Will deserved the rose over Peter here?
I do. I mean, Peter got enough action tonight. He didn't need a rose to prove that he'll be around for a while.
But Brandi, do you think this will hurt Rachel's chances with Peter? Because remember, Peter was not happy when he didn't get that rose.
He wasn't, but I don't know. There's something about Peter that is just very naturally confident, and I don't think it's going to shake him. I'm going to say right now, I feel like Peter and Brian are going to be in the final top 3.
Okay, she's calling it right now.
Good call.
All right, so we've avoided it as long as possible, but it's time to talk about Kenny and Lee. The episode ended with a cliffhanger on Rachel's 2-on-1 date, where the men, she was getting 2 conflicting stories. Take a look at this.
Lee told me that you were very violent with him. You were aggressive. He said that you have a dark side and that you pulled him out of a van. And I feel like it's important for me to be honest with you about what was said.
Rachel, on everything I love, it's 100% false. He's lying to you.
Man, Caila, I hate seeing Kenny dragged down by Lee's snakiness. What was going through your head as you watched all of this? This was pretty ugly.
It was really unnecessary, I felt like, and it's unfortunate because, Rachel has to be the narrator and she has to keep regurgitating these facts that are really just horrible and saying that he's aggressive and kind of fueling this conflict. And so it's just really hard to see these guys pinned up against each other, and I think we're all over it.
I think we all are over it. Brandi, tonight we'll finally hopefully see the end of all this Lee drama, but it's happened before that both people got sent home from a 2-on-1 date. Could this happen to Lee and Kenny?
I think so, and that's kind of, while I was watching this unfold, I was like, both these guys are going to get sent home. I do feel like, Kenny's in a bad spot. I think he's a good guy. However, I think even the way he's handling it now, even though he's not being violent, he's not handling it great. And that's the problem with these guys, is when they get put in these situations, most of them handle it terribly. And if I were Rachel, I would send them both home.
Yeah, I think, anyone on The Bachelor or Bachelorette just handles that drama terribly, no matter what. Brandi, thank you so much for Skyping in. And you guys, make sure to watch the season finale of Bravo's Cyrus vs. Cyrus, Design and Conquer on Thursday at 10 p.m. Eastern. But first, watch a brand new Bachelorette tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Then tune in here live tomorrow, where Caila and former Bachelor cast member Charlene Join will be recapping everything with me live. Thank you, ladies.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
This is Jennifer Aniston, who told people her beauty secret. It's called water. This is Julia Roberts, who confessed her $1 million beauty treatment. It's called sleep. This is Courtney, who escapes to the spa. And Michelle, who swears by good lighting. And this is Beyonce, who woke up like this. These are people's insider trading tips to beauty from the world's most beautiful people. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
All right, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to catch us again tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. Will Ferrell and Amy Poehler are revealing the hilarious story about their first meeting. Plus, hostess with the mostest, Kat Deely, is dishing on this season, So You Think You Can Dance.
Thanks so much for watching, and now we leave you with one last thing from actor Jacob Tremblay.
Enjoy.
Hi, I'm Jacob Tremblay, and this is one last thing. The last Star Wars movie I watched was Rogue One, And something cool about when I watched Rogue One was that I went to an early screening, so it was pretty cool that I was like one of the first kids that watched the Star Wars movie. Last time I was starstruck from someone from the Star Wars universe was when I was at the Golden Globes and I saw Harrison Ford, but I never got to see him. I never got to like visit him. And that's like one of my biggest life regrets ever. Last time I cried when watching Star Wars was, well, I don't really cry because I'm a really manly man, but I got really sad when Kylo Ren killed Han Solo. But my sister and my mom cried. Last time I dressed up as a Star Wars character was when I was on a Disney cruise. And that was really cool because I was Han Solo, and I thought the costume that I had was pretty cool. Last time I was passionate about something other than Star Wars was I like Nintendo because I think that all the creations are pretty cool, like the Nintendo Switch. That's my favorite thing that I have, other than my family and friends. But I think that's pretty cool because it keeps me entertained when I'm like on an airplane or when I'm bored. So that's what I like about it.